Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy twinsinc, and this is twinsinc Talk. On this podcast here, we'll be talking about all subject matters. Nothing's off the table. We try to keep the facts, be respectful to one another, and just get that real dialogue that some people are scared to give you or won't give you, or to give you half-baked information. So once again, thank you for tuning in to twinsinc. Let's rock. What's going on, good people? It's your boy twinsinc, and this is twinsinc Talk. And as you see the title today, it reads, if it doesn't apply, you let it fly. And some of y'all are thinking like, okay, where is he going with this? It's kind of random. And yeah, just like that, twins. Yeah, just like that. So I'm usually in a lot of these talking places, meaning Clubhouse, Station Head, Stereo, the Chop Team, and of course twinsinc Top. Oh, and also the Real Deal versus How You Feel, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But overall, we have conversations on everything. Everything's going on in the world right now: social media, people, religion, sports, race, everything. Nothing's off the topic, but it's a good, healthy dialogue, and we do have solution-driven conversation. And it's not just, we ain't talking just to talk. But one thing I need some people to fully understand when having these conversations is that if something doesn't apply, let it fly. I believe, what we have going on now is that when people have this conversation on whatever topic may be, everyone feels the need to try to prove a point. And sometimes you ask them, are you actually dealing with the situation? Oh, I'm not. So why does it mean anything to you? Why do you put your input in for something that doesn't apply to you, right? Now you're getting upset, you're in your feelings now because you can't formulate your thought properly and give a good, not educated, but a good synopsis or a good way to dispute what you're trying to say or you argue. You go to bashing and shaming and start talking about people. I'm like, let's stay on top of here. So once again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Just that simple. It's kind of like an introduction to just being, that's really an introduction to communications, period. Just that simple. So I don't plan to be here all day with y'all. I just want to give y'all something quick. Something something to cross my mind, something I've been thinking about because once again, I'm on Clubhouse. I'm in multiple rooms, Stereo Head, Station Head. These are all applications where it's communication and podcasts, even what I'm doing right now with y'all. So I just feel like I like to drop a gem for people to listen to. And I know a lot of subscribers out there who listen to twinsinc Top, and I haven't been as vocal enough on it, which I'm vocal on other stuff, but I'm going to give you my point of view. I think the last show I had was actually with my mom. I think I need to load that if I haven't done it yet. Yes, because she was just here. But anywho, matter of fact, we did a show on the Chop Team with my mom, so that wasn't on twinsinc. But anywho, whatever. So let's talk about if it doesn't apply, let it fly, right? So I'm going to give you a scenario, right? So this is not me personally, but it's overall. So you may have a conversation with somebody, right, regarding your relationship. So let's just say a long time ago I was in a relationship with a girl, and she accused me of cheating. Now, I wasn't cheating, but that's what her mindset was at the time frame, and that's what she's pushing, right? So, I can't remember the details, whatever. But let's say she said I was cheating, but I wasn't. So in her mind, it doesn't matter what I did or what I do, she assumed that I was cheating. So me on the other end, even though I did not cheat, I'm still trying to defend myself, and I'm going back and forth in a whole argument for 20 plus minutes or whatever, or even a day, especially back in the early 2000s and the 90s. Having a full-blown argument, frustrated, you hang it up, I ain't talking to you, you ain't talking to me, whatever. And at the end of the day, I wasn't cheating. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you know you're not doing something, let it roll off the shoulders and let it go. I think we spend too much energy trying to change someone else's mind, and that's something that you're not going to be able to do as adults. Once people are set a certain way in their mind how they feel about something, it's like pulling teeth to change a grown woman and a grown man's thought. So let's say here. So kind of same thing I just said, okay, but I'm giving some little points here. So do not let anyone change your mindset about yourself, right? They are wrong about you. You know it. You know yourself. So be confident in that and proceed accordingly. So with that being said, you know your truth. You know who you are. So why would you sit there and try to go back and forth with somebody, get in a full-blown argument, headache, whatever case may be, for something you know, A, you're not doing. That person may be doing some other insecurities that got nothing to do with you. They may be coming to a relationship with past experience, what someone else did, and you may be doing something close to that kind of triggers their old memories, whatever, and they try to put you in that category. That ain't you. That is not you, boo-boo. Or my G, it's not you. So you gotta let it fly. Roll up the shoulders and keep it moving. So often we get dragged into defending ourselves, like I was just explaining, against the argument because we believe deep down on some level there may be some truth to it, right? To what the person's saying. But if you are secure into yourself and knowing of yourself, well, more likely it won't get to you. Meaning that if you know somebody's accused you doing something or the argument, whatever conversation may be, and it doesn't apply to you, it's not going to bother you as much. You're going to let it fly and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? When people out there, these men out there had these conversations about relationships, whatever, and as a woman, you don't understand the points that they're talking about. Okay, cool. I get it. But if it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. There's no need to hold on something that it doesn't make sense to you. Maybe it's not for you to make sense, but you're trying to prove a point for something that got nothing to do with you, and then you're getting frustrated. You can't understand, and people may explain things to you in the simplest way many times over and over again, but you just don't get it. So once again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'll give you another quick example. If someone if someone's trying to give you marriage advice, right, and this person has never ever been in a actual marriage, some things they say may have some substance to it, right? Because it's still a relationship, right? But if they haven't taken that commitment and promised to one another by submitting to God and, going and get into a contract, because that's what marriage is, a contract. It is what it is. If you don't get that contract signed, that little 2 piece of paper, because you know only 2 pieces of paper, right? You know that, right? But anywho, if you sign that contract, say, I do to devote my life to you, to him, to her, sickness and health, through all the good stuff, and you trying to tell me that, and this is the person who's not married, you trying to tell me what I should and shouldn't do. Well, if I was in a relation with that person, I wouldn't do this. See, it's easy to say what you wouldn't do when you're not in a committed relationship. I don't care how long you be with somebody. You can walk away and that's it. Marriage is a little different. You have to put more work into it if you decide y'all want to go your separate ways, right? So once again, when people have these conversations about relationship, because if you're on Clubhouse, you hear all these conversations all the time about men, women, this and that. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? This person talking, it doesn't apply. Guess what? I let it fly. I think if a lot of people take this mindset here, if something doesn't apply to you, let it fly. We wouldn't be so much in a bunch of arguments and debates about things that doesn't apply to you, right? Now, if it applies to you, okay, cool. Shoot for the stars. But if you really step back and think about it, if it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. So when people have conversations and they say all men are deadbeat men and all men are dogs or all men cheat and all that stuff, the stuff that we do. As a man, you shouldn't, get too caught up into it. I mean, I get it. Like, no, not all of us. But once you state your piece, like, you know what? Why am I even arguing with this person? Especially somebody you may never see in person again. Somebody you might pop in a room with. When I say room, I'm referring to Clubhouse. You may jump in a room with people and have all these conversations going on. But once again, if the conversation doesn't apply to you, then you let it fly. That's it. I mean, I'll be having all these conversations and people be very upset. They get mad, leave that room, go to another room to talk about what happened. And I can't believe this person said this and the person said that. If it doesn't apply, you let it fly. So that's all I have for y'all today. You know, I didn't plan to be here long for y'all. I just want to give y'all something quick, straight to the point. It's not rocket science, and I hope it's not. Hope you really grasp the concept of not letting things get to you and then drag you in. If you know yourself, if you know thyself, yourself, then no one should be able to tell you anything, right? That's going to really have you ticked off or frustrated, and you going to a place where you shouldn't be if it doesn't apply. So once again, I want to give quick shout outs here. So once again, check me out on Stereo. It's a stereo app. It's orange with a microphone. It's called Stereo. It's a free app. But every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, I have a show with Mrs. I Speak Life. And the show's called The Real Deal versus How You Feel. We did one today, which is called Tag Me In. It's a pretty good one. And Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to say 3 p.m.-ish time because, you know, black people time, right? But the Chop team, me, Seth the Dark Child, we record every Sunday here. As you see, you know, if you're watching this YouTube video right here. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. right here. We record live in the studio here. And we may do 1 or 2 episodes, but we definitely welcome anyone who want to be a part of the show. So definitely tune in. Another big shout out to, if you're a cigar smoker, Waco. I'll put a description. I'll put the company name in the description, but it's a black-owned company that sells cigars in Waco, Texas. So big shout out. The owner's name, his name is Smokey. I'm sorry, it's not Smokey. His name is Rocky. Big shout out to Rocky as well. And if you're looking for some bath, skin oils, and body care, Flossy Roses. You know, I'm gonna post it today, so if you're listening to this today, you can go to the website flossyroses.com. And today is her birthday. So if you type in birthday 35 in the promotion code, you get 35% off her purchases. Good product. Check them out. But anyway, people, I'm out of here. I just want those quick plugs out there. So once again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And I'm out. That will be a wrap on the show today. Thank you for tuning in to the show. I really appreciate that. Please reach out to me on IG at twinsinc, Twitter, twinsinc as well. If you have questions, you want to be a part of the show, you can send me an email at info@twinsinc.net. You can even go to twinsinc.net as well. But once again, I really appreciate the time that I was on the show today and the guests. So please come back again. I'm out.